Hi friends, my name is Yamini and I welcome you back to my channel, The Saffron Box. So today in the series of planets, I'm going to be talking about the planet Jupiter or Brihaspati, right? Jupiter, if I have to, give one word to the planet Jupiter, I would say that Jupiter means expansion, right? So wherever Jupiter is placed in your chart, that is where, your growth lies, expansion happens, right? So say Jupiter is in your second house. Second house, as I've mentioned, is the house of wealth, your money, your accumulations, right? So Jupiter in the second does very well because it makes your wealth grow, right? Jupiter in the fifth house, good again. Jupiter in the 11th house, it's the best placement because Jupiter helps in fulfilling your desires. 11th house is the house of desires, of wish fulfillment. So Jupiter being placed there helps one in realizing their desires well, right? Now Jupiter is a giver among the gods. It's the guru of the gods. It's the Dev Guru, right? So it's a very benefic planet, and the placement of Jupiter is in a chart is seen as it's very important because Jupiter also signifies your wisdom. So a well placed Jupiter in the chart shows that the person utilizes the wisdom he or she has in the right direction and in a proper manner. And Jupiter in a bad state in the chart is not considered good at all, because whatever you do ultimately in life, your wisdom, your intelligence has to be focused in the right direction. So a well placed, an ill placed Jupiter can make you make the wrong choices in life, right? Jupiter also signifies children or progeny. Okay, so a well placed Jupiter also to some extent promises good progeny, right? uh, Jupiter also signifies wealth. It's the planet of wealth, and you'll find a very well placed Jupiter in the charts of bankers or very wealthy people need to have a well placed Jupiter because it's a significator of wealth. Yeah, and whatever kind of wisdom you have, how you utilize it, in which direction do you take your wisdom, what kind of actions do you take, how does your intellect work, is again very very, I would say 90% dependent on the placement of Jupiter in your chart. Okay, so a well placed Jupiter ensures that you follow law and order. You take up to higher education. Okay, and Jupiter also signifies law and order. It signifies the higher learning, signifies higher wisdom, higher education in your chart. So there are so many areas, as I mentioned: your wealth, your progeny, children, as I said, progeny, your wisdom, your wish fulfillment, right? And in the chart of females, Jupiter represents the husband. So when we look for marriage prospects in the chart of a lady, we need to actually study Jupiter, right? A well placed Jupiter would actually make one choose a good husband, an ideal husband. But an ill placed Jupiter, generally I have seen in various charts, if the placement is not good, if the Jupiter is ill placed, one suffers in their marriage because of the husband, right? So there might be clashes in terms of there might be clashes in terms of ideology. There could be a late marriage, that is still okay, but it could be a bad marriage. It again depends on the placement of Jupiter as well as Mars, both, right? And one more thing which is very very important about Jupiter is that it signifies happiness. Since it's a benefic planet, Jupiter signifies how happy you are. So the strength of Jupiter, and also combined with Moon in your chart, tells us how happy a person can be. right? Because Jupiter signifies happiness, it signifies optimism. So do you lose hope quickly? Do you keep your hopes high? Are you optimistic? And in case you encounter, God forbid, a bad situation, how quickly do you rebound back out of a bad situation is the work of Jupiter in your chart. Okay. And your happiness quotient, as I mentioned, how happy, your capacity to remain happy in whatever circumstances you are, again, is the work of Jupiter. And in fact, people with a well placed Jupiter are actually believers in godliness. They say that whatever might happen, God will look after us. They have high faith in the divine, right? And generally, I have seen that people with an exalted Jupiter or a well placed Jupiter in one of the Kendra houses do have a lot of faith in God. So, come what may, these people do not hurt others, they do not do bad for others because they believe in the justice done by the divine above, right? So, see how important Jupiter is, right? And generally, what happens if Jupiter is placed alone in any of the houses, it is not aspected by any other planet. They say that Jupiter becomes a little lazy. Uh, it kind of forgets what it has to do. So it's always better that Jupiter is aspected by some other friendly planet in the chart. And one more thing which is very, very noteworthy about Jupiter is that if Jupiter, they say, is placed in the Lagna, it's in the ascendant, a lot of malefic effects, a lot of doshas in the horoscope get cancelled out, right? Jupiter is the ruler of the signs of Sagittarius and Pisces, and it exalts in the sign of Cancer. And interestingly, Jupiter is a Brahmin, is a Vipra planet, and it exalts in the watery sign of Cancer. Again, a Vipra or a Brahmin sign, okay, and it debilitates in the sign of Capricorn, okay. And Jupiter is associated with the color yellow, and to please Jupiter, we always make use of the day Thursday. Yellow color should be used, yellow sapphire can be worn when it comes to pleasing Jupiter. And most importantly, Jupiter is happy if you do good deeds, if you stay happy, if you stay optimistic, and if you just leave whatever you do to the divine power above. Okay, so keep working and do not worry about the fruits. So Jupiter wants you to believe in the power of the divine and keep doing good deeds, right? So that's about it about Jupiter right now. And if you've liked the video, do press the like button, and do not forget to tap on the bell icon under the video to get regular updates about my videos. Bye bye, God bless.